Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. It's Colton. Welcome to Mile 17. It's Monday morning, and this is Coffee with Colt. I am so glad that you came back. And of course, as always, I've got my coffee, and I'm not going to lie, this is my second cup of coffee today. I started off with a Nespresso this morning, and then I went to the gym, and I stopped by one of our favorite coffee shops here in. They're actually, I think they're kind of all around the Boston area. It's called Pavement, so shout out Pavement. This is a pumpkin spice latte because I am that bitch, but I love it. And it's not like the pumpkin spice syrup. This is like they put legit pumpkin in this, and it's very good. So, cheers to that. I'm gonna take a drink. So, yeah, I am in my living room. It's a little echoey in here. I'm going to give it a shot today, see how it goes. If I don't like the sound quality, we won't do it again in here. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the car. I kind of like being comfy on my couch. So we're going to try it. And also, my doodle is scurrying around the place. So if you hear the little not added sound effects, it's just Kona. So that leads me to really nothing. There's no segue there. But today, we are going to discuss gratitude. And this honestly has become a center point for me. And I want to shout out Rachel Hollis. If you don't know her work, her books, her biggest book that she ever wrote was Girl Wash Your Face. And funny enough, I actually haven't read it. I'm going to because I truly love her work. Her podcast, just her whole platform, what she stands for. She really just provides like so much inspiration, motivation, and just insight, conversation. I just love her. So if you haven't, follow her on Instagram. Like it says, Rachel Hollis. And this is kind of where I developed my gratitude practice from. And it's from her. So every day I make it a point to, at some point, I don't do it at the same time every day, to be honest. Sometimes it's in the morning. Sometimes it's late at night. Sometimes it's midday when I just have the second to grab a pen and my notebook and write it down. But yeah, it's really just simple things. It doesn't have to be sentences or a novel or a whole page. It's simple things, like one word things. Like today, I wrote down that I am thankful for clarity. I am thankful for flexibility. And I am thankful for Sunday mornings. Like it's just these simple things. And it kind of shifts your mindset and your perspective to when you're doing things every day to just notice little pieces of things that you're thankful for, because you're like, oh yeah, I can write that down in my gratitude journal tomorrow. And yeah, so you're just more aware. And at first when I did it, I was like, whatever. But the more I did it and more consistent I was with it, the more I started to notice like, wow, this actually is kind of changing my perspective. And so I've stuck with it. And I think that it's, like I said, it's something that's become such a center point for me. And I think that it's something that anybody can do. This costs nothing. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper, which I think is safe to say that all of us have access to that. And if you don't, you are watching this on some kind of device. So use your notes section and just jot down things that you're grateful for every day and mean it. Do things that that actually bring you joy and you feel some kind of gratitude towards. And, if you're running out of things and you just can't think, open your eyes and look around. You're at the room that you're sitting in. I could be like, I'm thankful for my Christmas tree. I am thankful for my couch. I am thankful for a refrigerator. I am thankful for my doodle, who will probably pop in the screen at some point. And so when you start expressing gratitude in your life, I noticed that I I don't even consciously make these decisions. I just do it to help other people because it makes me feel good. And in my line of work, I work in the emergency room. I'm a nurse. It's my job to help people. But I noticed that like I will actually do things that aren't part of my job that I don't really have to do. For example, the other day, this is unfortunately, how healthcare and emergency medicine is now. We take care of a lot of people in the hallway, which may sound crazy to you. And if you're not, if you don't usually go to an emergency department and you happen to go to one and you see people lining the hallways. Like, I think honestly, it's a culture shock for a lot of people. And you're like, what the hell has happened to this world? And no one has the answer, to be honest. Oh, there she is. It's Kona, by the way. So anyways, I had this wonderful couple. They were probably in their 60s. And they had just, been there for a while. And I had noticed that some orders came across and they were going to allow the patient to eat. And so it was, they have to order at the kitchen before 8 o'clock at night or it closes. And I thought to myself, okay, like, let's just get them some food so he doesn't have to eat, our turkey sandwich that we have. So simple thing. Didn't even think twice about it. We do it pretty often. So I grabbed the menu, was walking towards them. Meanwhile, his wife had met me kind of halfway and was just coming. And she's like, "Hey, Colton, hey, I was just wondering, could he eat?" And I was like, "Oh, I actually have the menu here for you." And like I said, I thought nothing of it. And her face lit up. She was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That means so much to us." Blah, blah, blah. Just went off. And I was like, wow, like, you don't realize those little things that people are grateful for. And you can change somebody's entire day by simply just doing one little thing. And when somebody expresses that gratitude to you, it makes you feel good. It, like I said, like, I work in the emergency department. We do a ton of different things. Some days you're saving lives left and right, and the blood, the guts, the glory, all that stuff. And there's some days where I'm just getting you a food menu, and that's the highlight of the day. So that's my example of somebody expressing gratitude and how that it's just a ripple effect. It just makes you feel good. I made them feel good. They made me feel good. And it was an energy exchange, and I appreciated it. So I really challenge you on this Monday to start a gratitude practice. Grab your cell phone, grab a piece of paper right now. I don't mean later. I don't mean tomorrow. Right now, while you're listening to this, grab a pen and paper, get out your phone, and jot something down. 5 things. It's so simple. Especially the first day, so simple because there's a million things that you can write down. And as I've gone through mine, my gratitude list, there's sometimes where I'm like, well, I've already used that, but guess what? I'm feeling pretty grateful for it again today. I challenge you to try to find new things, but as your days go on, you're going to find things that are similar. Like, I'm just very grateful for this today. Jotting it down. I don't want to forget about it. So, you know what I'm grateful for? Pumpkin spice lattes, because this is so good. Delicious. You can hear my doodle. All right. Anyways, yes. Happy Monday. Happy week. It's almost Christmas. Hanukkah, if you're celebrating. Shout out to my Jewish cousins, because I do have some. Yeah. I hope that this, you're having a great time. It's I live in Boston, and I can't believe it. It's like 59 degrees today. It's a little cloudy this morning, but the sun is shining. I'm going to go take my dog for a walk. And I actually have 2 dogs. Ellie's down, my baby, my rescue. She's about 8, almost 9. She's down in Tennessee spending the winter with my sister. She has a big yard and provides her with lots of love and kisses, and her, has other dogs for Ellie to play with. And I really miss her, but she's having a wonderful winter down there. Meanwhile, we have our little crazy doodle still, who we love and adore. So anyways, I'm totally off topic now. Again, it's Monday. I hope that you have the best week and that you do these little things to shift your mindset and realize that your mind has so much power over your own life. Even, I'm not saying that you have to have all this power over everybody else. And, all you need to do is focus on you and start rewiring your brain. Think of your brain as this massive computer with all the wires hooking into everything. And if one of those is plugged into the wrong thing, it's not going to work correctly. So you have to start rewiring the way that you think, the way that you see the world, because you can see all the bad. There's so much out there. You can focus on that and you can make that your everyday life. But I don't know who the hell wants that. I love to see the joy, see the gratitude, and see, be thankful and just put that out into the universe and exchange that kind of energy. And it's not always easy. There's some days where I'm pissed off. A lot of those times is when I'm at work. which I'm actively working my way towards changing that. I'll just say that. Yes, it starts with you. It starts up here in your head. If you're not watching a video, I'm pointing to my head. So I challenge you. I really, really challenge you. Just start. Write it down every day. 5 things. Shout out Rachel Hollis. I got that from you. And yeah, thanks for being here. This is Coffee with Colt. Grab your water, orange juice, coffee, green drink, tea, what else? Apple juice, whatever you drink in the morning. Grab it. Cheers. It's going to be a wonderful Monday, and it's going to be an absolute beautiful week. As always, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, please, please, please follow, like, subscribe, share, rate the show, write a review. It helps, and I love the feedback. This has become so fun. I'm really looking forward to all this. It's an amazing creative outlet and just a place for me to come and chat and build this community. And I hope to see you back on Thursday. My plan as of right now is to have episodes out every Monday. I want to do this segment, Coffee with Colt, and then every Thursday we will dive into another topic. And yeah, so come hang out with me every Monday and Thursday. Follow me on Instagram at ColtonLord17. Find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube. And you can also find me on, things like Facebook, TikTok, those kinds of things. So it's great to talk to you, and have a wonderful Monday. Write down what you're grateful for. Cheers.